there's one thing about it girls, it's that their energy is magnetic. I feel like when we talk about it girls and people that are stars, we don't often talk about the importance of energy. Whenever somebody walks into a room, if you feel drawn to them, if you feel excited to almost be watching them and be around them and experience their presence, you can always tell when someone's energy draws you in or drains you. And having a magnetic energy and aura is not just about being the loudest, being the prettiest, or most put together in this space. It's a lot deeper than that. It is about being secure within yourself, because that is what people will be drawn to. Being magnetic is all about how people feel when they are around you. Hi, my name is Chelsea. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I love to discuss all things self-help, self-improvement, self-discovery. We're just trying to become the best versions of ourselves here. So if you're interested in that stuff, keep watching. This is the third video in my Becoming an It Girl series. So if you haven't seen the first two that I'll put here, I encourage you to watch. Okay, first thing that we need to discuss is doing the work, the inner work. If there is one thing that will ruin your magnetism, it is an unregulated nervous system. If you walk into a space and you are anxious about who's going to be there, if people are looking at you, what your outfit looks like, if you're dressed appropriately, whatever the heck it is, people can smell that off of you and not want to be around you. If you are calm, if you feel secure in yourself and you are regulated, that will allow people to believe that you carry a soft and secure and safe energy. Calm people do feel safe to be around. And if you want to feel safe to be around and draw people in, you need to regulate your nervous system so that you are not giving off energy that is hostile, that is desperate, that is negative to begin with. So the first thing you need to do is work on your limiting beliefs. Do you get jealous about other people or whatever anyone else has? Do you get jealous of maybe the way someone's career is going for them? Are you pessimistic? Do you think only negative things are going to happen to you, or can you only see the negative side of situations? Are you shit talking every single person that you come in contact with, or even like celebrities, people you don't even know personally? Are you just like negatively talking about everyone and everything around you? Do you have a fixed mindset and don't believe that you can achieve anything for yourself? Because if any of these apply to you, you're going to have to do some inner work. And I'm not going to act like I am perfect. I also have been working through these things and have worked through them. But if it's one thing that I can like smell off of a person immediately, is limiting beliefs such as like jealousy or just like envy, or how they view themselves. Because if I interact with somebody and it's only negative things coming out of their mouth and the only things they want to discuss are other people and what's going on with their lives or their opinions on them, then I know that a lot of work has not been done internally. And it's no hate to them. You know, we're all on our own journeys, but if we are here, I would hope that we are people that want to be magnetic and do the inner work and become the best versions of ourselves. So in order to do that, you need to do your inner work. So go on Pinterest, go on Google, find some shadow prompts, work through what you are not comfortable facing and tackling with yourself. Because if you are insecure about something, if you feel ashamed about any parts of yourself, you can get away with it for a while, but people will be able to sense that off of you. And if you are secure in who you are, in what you believe, in what you stand for, in where you're going, people will be able to feel that in your energy when you do interact with them. It reflects in how you view yourself and how you view others and the world around you. Okay, second important thing is to walk into every room like you own it. And I know this has been said over and over again, but I wanted to give you guys actual tangible steps and tips that I use when I am going into spaces. This is not about walking in and hoping that you exude some form of confidence that people can see off of you, even if you don't feel confident. First thing, when you are walking into a space, shoulders need to be back, stand up as tall as you can, and look straight ahead. I used to have this terrible habit of when I would pass people when I was walking on the sidewalk, I would like look down so I didn't have to make eye contact with them, so they wouldn't like look at me, or I wouldn't see them looking at me, because I just like, I think I was super insecure. And no more of that. When I walk into a space, my head is held high. I'm looking around the space. I'm making eye contact with anyone and everyone, even if I don't know them. When you are walking in, maybe smile, like have a slight smile on your face. You don't have to walk in mean mugging per se, but maybe look somewhat approachable. You know, sometimes some of us have RBFs and don't see how it might be perceived. Maybe just add a little slight smile. People will come up to you. And of course, make sure you're not on your phone or using some distraction to take away from your focus on the room or the space that you're entering. If I'm walking into somewhere, a party, an event, someone's home, whatever it is, I am not walking in on my phone trying to be distracted or trying to make it seem like I'm busy doing something, because I want to make sure that wherever I am going, I am fully present. Also, if you're going somewhere and you don't know a lot of people there, or you might know only 2 or 3 people, don't rush into the space and immediately dart to be looking for anybody that you do know so you can rush over there. Step in, take a deep breath, allow yourself to adjust to the space. People will adjust to you. It's completely fine. And if you are still, working on that confidence piece or that social anxiety piece, what I love to do before I even get into a space that, might be a little bit intimidating for myself is like listening to music that really pumps me up before I get into an environment like this. For me, it's, a lot of Disney songs like The Cheetah Girls, or, What I Said by Coco Jones when she was in Let It Shine. Oh my, like stuff like that. Or like Hannah Montana. It could be the silliest of things, but I just like find something that allows you to feel like the main character, channel that energy, and then when you walk into the space, you hopefully will exude that same thing. Okay, the next step in being magnetic is to have good manners. And you'd think at our big ages, as adults, or young adults, we would all have manners. I have observed the opposite, unfortunately. And I feel like I say this often, and I don't know if this is because I am like Jamaican Canadian, and I think manners is a very big, like manners and respect are such a big thing in Caribbean cultures. So I feel strongly about this. However, basic manners I feel like are not super basic, and they allow you to stand out. People feel excited and feel a little bit more drawn to you. For example, if you're going to order something from a fast food restaurant or whatever it is, maybe asking that person who's taking your order, hi, like, how are you? Just like giving them a second instead of immediately walking up to them and then like spewing your order at them. Pause, ask them how their day is going. They've probably been working this shift for hours. You don't know. Smile at people. Literally just smile at people. When you go up into a space, smile. Hi, how are you? It can do wonders. I think it can make the biggest difference. And of course, another one, hold the door. Hold the damn door for people. I know I do roll my eyes when I am like right behind somebody, and because they were distracted and they were like on their phone and not paying attention to their surroundings, the door slams in my freaking face or like hits me because like they just walked through and I'm literally directly behind them. Hold the door, or like look to hold the door. I don't think, like, it's not anything that's crazy. You don't have to go out of your way to do anything. If someone is like 10 minutes behind you, don't do that. But just like take a look, pause, maybe hold the door if someone is behind you, or if someone is approaching you and you're about to go through the door as well, maybe open it for them. This next one is so big and important, and I notice when people do it and when people don't. So if you are in a group setting and there are multiple people that you do not know, you need to be making eye contact with everyone. So what I mean by this is, let's say I'm out and about at an event and I see somebody that I know and they're with another group of people, and I don't know anybody else but this person. What we're not going to do is go up to the person that we know and only look at them and only address them and say hi and bye to them and dip. Absolutely not. Because now everyone else is standing there waiting for the interaction to finish, feeling awkward and like they don't know what to do with themselves. If you see somebody you know and they are with some other people that you are not familiar with, go acknowledge every single person there. Every single person. If you go up to Tommy and you're like, hey Tommy, how you doing? Tommy's with his friend Bobby. Hey Bobby, nice to meet you. My name is Chelsea. Hi Anna, nice to meet you. My name is Chelsea. How are you guys doing? And then you can continue your conversation with that one Tommy person that you had known from before, but at the very least, you need to acknowledge people. This also goes for conversations in group settings. I find people can close off the conversation sometimes if they are only talking directly to one person, even if there's like 5 of us there. And I, as somebody who has experienced that, yes, we can tell, yes, we feel excluded. You don't want to make people feel excluded. People feel excited to talk to you, feel drawn to you when you make them feel included and like they belong, and like you actually care about them, even in the smallest capacity, or you care about what they have to say, or making them feel included. So if you were telling a story and maybe you're closer to somebody else than the other people, just try to make sure that you are looking at everyone, even glancing at everyone, having open body language. If someone is standing beside me here, I am not closing off my body so that they are completely blocked off from the conversation. These are just like social cues and social awareness tips that I feel like we weren't taught, but really do go a long way. Next one, do not be desperate for attention. I beg of you guys, do not be desperate for attention. The first thing you need to do is go back to step one that I had mentioned about doing the inner work and ask yourself why you feel the need to cause a scene or be incredibly loud and obnoxious to get other people's attention. Like, ask yourself, why do I feel like I want attention from other people in the first place? Once you've settled that, um, just be mindful of it and try not to be desperate for attention whenever you go out into spaces. You don't have to be the loudest person in the room. You don't have to be the most obnoxious person in the room for people to be drawn to you, to make an impact on others. I know we've all been there where we've experienced somebody that's just doing a little too much for the circumstance, and it's like, we love you so bad, but like, maybe simmer down a little bit. Like, just give it a second, just to give it a second, take time, and don't feel like you need to always turn the spotlight onto yourself, because people can tell. They can always tell. Another part of this that I have worked through, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm still working through it, is not oversharing and not feeling like you always have to fill up silence with dialogue. As somebody who likes to yap, and I can like speak really fast and go on and on and on, I sometimes feel a little uncomfortable when there is silence in conversations, and I'm trying to step out of that. And instead of filling silence with personal details of my life and over explaining myself in situations, it's okay to be quiet for a bit. Not everyone has to be saying something 24/7. Honestly, being magnetic and being an it girl and a star person is more than aesthetics. It's more than how you look. It's more than what you do. It's more so about the inner work and how you make people feel when they come around you. Be calm, be easy, be secure in yourself, be present. That's a really important one. Um, so that when you do enter a space, any space, whatever it is, you are calm, you're happy to be there, and people will be naturally drawn to you. And do this for yourself, not because you want to go into spaces and have everyone fawning over you. Don't do it for that. Do it for you so that whenever you go anywhere, you're not concerned about what other people are thinking about you, and you're happy to be in your own company. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any other tips about this in the comments. I love to chat to you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day. You're doing phenomenal. Yeah, take care. Bye.